Alright guys, welcome to another F80 M3 video. Today we are doing a very nice OEM Plus change to the car. We are going to be putting on spacers. These particular ones are from Keys Motorsports. Not a sponsor, but maybe someday. Spacers not in here. I'm going to do 15mm spacers up front and then 12mm in the rear. And what we're also going to be doing at the same time is what's called a stud conversion. So what this does is change the factory wheel bolts into studs. So like a lot of other cars, besides like German and like BMW cars, from factory, you just put this in. So this is the factory wheel bolt. And what sucks is trying to match the wheel up without a stud sticking out. And especially for me, I'm a little freaked out by these carbon ceramic brakes. Like I don't want to chip them or mar them up or mess them up in any way. So I think the stud conversion functionally is so much better on this car, and it looks kind of cool. It's a little more motorsport. I actually bought these studs because I wasn't sure what I wanted. These are 75mm in length, and they will go nicely with the spacer, because what happens is when you add a spacer, you need a longer bolt. So obviously this one's much longer and it'll stick out. And I will show you, I've been messing around with the other side, so let me show you the other things I was thinking about. So this is factory, by the way. So this is what I'm getting at, is when you kind of look from this angle, the wheel's very sunken in. You know, it's almost a whole like hand I could fit, and the wheel is very sunken in looking. And so the rear is the same. And so just making this wheel and tire a little more flush with the fender makes a huge difference. So let's walk around. I started because I wasn't sure what to do, and it's probably better for the video. This has the spacer on it, 15mm, and I lowered the car so it has to settle just a little bit. But this looks so much more like substantial. The wheel looks just nicer, and also you'll notice I bought these neochrome lug nuts, and they stick out just like so much more than I had planned, and they don't really look right. Like I thought only a little bit would be showing, but because of the wheel, like this wheel design in particular, it's not very deep where the lug nuts go. So a lot of this lug nut sticks out. And so I like the idea, but they just stick out too much. It looks so weird. So I think we're just gonna go with the regular open end wheel like lug nuts. So this is done, except for I have to swap those out. So I will do that. And then over here, I did the stud conversion. So you'll see the studs. And there are lug nuts on. So they're open-ended lug nuts. I'll show you in a second. But this has a 12mm spacer and a stud conversion, and then the open-ended lug nuts. So let me show you the lug nuts that I'm going to use. So these ones are, as you can see, open-ended, and then they just, obviously, instead of having this wheel bolt, you just screw it on to the stud for that conversion. So these are a lot more, subtle. There isn't much to it. It gives it a little more of a factory look like that. So anyways, I kind of failed on that. I just think, if you go back here, I don't want to spend too much time. These are the Project Kicks Neochrome. They would be cool on maybe a different set of wheels, but I feel like it's just looks weird. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go with this. I wanna be very careful taking this off. All I'm gonna do is screw two of these in to help guide the wheel off. So these are basically the equivalent as like those little wheel guide things. They do the same thing, but this is just temporary for like 15 seconds. So I can slide the wheel, and then it's basically less than a finger off the floor. As you guys can tell, I'm kind of freaked out, so I don't want to mess anything up. Let's just reduce the chance of an issue. So, there we go. Nice and smooth. I want to clean this area. You guys know me, but I have something to do later, so I'll have to do this another project for another day. But what we will do, clean this up just in the center here while we got the wheel off. As nice as these wheels are, they have old wheel rate residue right there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use some of this U-Lux from Cook Chemi and a plastic razor blade to clean off. And then I'll also kind of buff this just a little bit as well. The M5 gets its own bay today. All right. Aggressive wheel cleaner. Tire cleaner. Blue Loctite. Take it, put it on the end. Not very much, but this is what I'm gonna do. That should be enough. And then gingerly so this is a torque wrench, 25 foot-pounds with a 5 hex. Put this guy back in here, try to line it up. Alright guys, of course the wheel, the suspension has to settle a little bit, so it will look a little bit different right now. But this is 15. So same as the other front. Steering wheel is turned a little bit, but other than that, that's how you do it. It's I think a lot of guys will either do 12 all around, or they'll do 12 in the rear, 15 in the front. Summertime is here, but yeah, so spacers done. I'll put links in the description. Studs done, and I am looking at suspension and wheels already, so I'll keep you guys posted. I mentioned, oh, also I got tint, 20% ceramic, Vortex Detail, Columbus, Ohio. Hit him up, tell him I sent you, give him a hard time as well. And then also, while we're out here, PPF on the whole roof. Before, if you guys remember, it was like a 6-inch strip, which is good for the impact areas, but this will get the entire roof and you basically can't even tell it's on there. It's actually super, super nice. So anyways, I didn't have that on the E92, which I was always a little bit worried about. But yeah, so car is coming together, guys. Need to take that little Texas sticker, and I need plates too. Like, I should probably get license plates. Probably a good idea. But anyways, thank you for watching. Info below. All right, so that I think is actually the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna finish up the last wheel, probably meet a couple buddies. Only a couple of my friends have seen the car, so it'd be cool to have them walk through it and make fun of me for whatever it might be, because I definitely deserve it. And yeah, so that's it. Car's coming together. More to come. See you guys next time.